Do you find that the people that are being charged overseas handle it more differently than they would, like, say, if they're in Florida, right?
Sure. Yeah. And I think that's inherent in the nature of just being so far away. They can't go to your office to go meet with you to get that
Right.
reassurance. And and so they're going to be sometimes a little bit more tense. And you have to, and that's why it's helpful that I do so many cases in Korea. I'm afraidly in Japan and Okinawa, which is also Japan, that you're a well known quantity that, we work our schedule around their time zone. So they don't need to flex to us. We flex to them. And how many times am I doing early morning calls, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., because it's there 5 or 6 p.m. I'm doing calls late into the evening. So because we have so many cases in Asia in particular, we flex our hours, we flex our schedule. We're very adept, probably more so than any other law firm that does what we do in the world to take on these types of cases. I built an entire law firm around taking cases internationally, in particular in Asia. And then now more and more, we're getting more and more cases in Europe. And that's great because we're closer to Europe. The time zone difference isn't as much. I noticed in the last year, we've taken on a lot more cases out there, which is great. But in Asia is particularly difficult because you really are so far away. And so, first off, is communication, being able to communicate with your clients, being able to have access to them, in addition to just have an internal messaging system that we have through our client portal. We're available on WhatsApp. We flex our time zone to them. I understand the area when I land there. I don't need to be babysit. I know exactly where I'm going and how to get around and what to do. So I think that gives them a lot more reassurance that the attorney they have isn't out there for a vacation. They're not out there to check the box. Oh, I'm going to go explore Seoul and take some IG pics from Namsam Tower, right? It's
Mhm.
the last thing I want to do. I'm going to get in there, get down to Humphreys, get down to Osan, get down to Daegu, get ready to go win the case and get the hell out of Dodge, right? That's what we do over and over and over again. And I think that gives clients a lot of reassurance just from going there so often. I've been traveling to Asia 8, 10 times a year for 15 years, literally, except for the COVID years. It slowed down quite a bit when you just couldn't travel there. But I think I've been there 6 or 7 times this year, right? It's almost once every month. And so it's a lot of travel. It wears on you when you're gone a lot, but it's also incredibly rewarding because you can take care of a serviceman that otherwise isn't going to get the representation he or she needs. You can do it very well.
So when they're talking with you, you're basically reassuring them saying, "Hey, it doesn't matter if you're in Florida or anywhere in the United States, or if you're in Asia, you're gonna get the same you are going to be represented well."
Well, if they're
Um,
in Korea or Japan, they're going to get the best representation possible by hiring us. There's no other law firm that's going to give them the type of representation we're going to give out in Asia. None. I've been to Asia and represented more service members in Asia than any other civilian attorney that I'm aware of by far and away. I know all of the bases. I've been to all of the bases. I know who the prosecutors, OSTC, the SJA is. They know me, and it's because I'm there so often. While that's the away turf, when I'm at Camp Humphreys doing a case there, and I'm at Pac Rim, I'm treated exceptionally well. I used to run that office in a prior life. When I'm in Okinawa and I'm at Camp Foster, everyone knows me and they treat me exceptionally well. So again, I don't need to be babysat when I'm there. I'm not there to show my family around and give them this Okinawa experience. They're going to be represented better by our law firm than any other civilian law firm that's out there, and better than the military attorney, just because of the level of experience we have. When I take a case that's in Okinawa or Yokosuka, Iwakuni, Humphreys, Osan, Daegu, wherever it happens to be, while the travel can suck, I've done it so many times that I'm used to it. I can plan for it. I can build it into my battle rhythm. And when I'm there, I feel like I'm on my home turf when I'm out there, where someone else is going to feel, they're going to be dragging ass. They're going to be jet lagged. They're not going to know where to go. They're going to want to go to see, go to Namsam Tower. I'm going to go to the beach. Are you crazy? And that you're there for a trial, not for a vacation. And that's where, again, I've built a practice specializing in doing that over 15 years. It's what we do more so than anyone else. Now we're doing that in Europe as well. 80% of our cases are OCONUS, maybe higher than that, because that's where we specialize in doing. I want to do those cases. If I have the right case in the States, I'll take it. But I take on so many cases overseas because I think it's underserved, and that's where we really excel.